Two politicians write a joint article, it usually means there's been a little bit of tension between them. But putting the politics aside, this is big, isn't it? This tax rise going ahead is going to have a real impact on people.
That's exactly right, Chris. I think kind of bluntly, the impact of this is that from April, workers, but also employers too, are going to be paying more tax. That also might mean that some businesses decide to put their costs up to try and pass on some of that extra cost to consumers as well. Now, obviously, the Prime Minister and the Chancellor have said this is necessary to try and tackle those NHS backlogs and pay for social care. But as you say, I think politically, the impact of this is really interesting as well. There had been reports that the Prime Minister was having a bit of a wobble about this tax rise, especially with pressure from Tory MPs over Downing Street parties, with some of them also calling for him to either pause or just scrap this tax rise completely, especially with energy bills also due to be hitting people again in April, as they're due to go up then as well. I think the fact that he's now sort of put all that speculation to bed in this article, I think sends quite an interesting signal there of perhaps a kind of growing confidence from the Prime Minister that he's safe for now from a kind of imminent leadership bid. I think also really interesting, as you say, that they've written this article together after weeks where the Chancellor has been privately sounding out some colleagues for support in any future potential leadership bid. I think this is certainly meant to send quite a clear signal of unity between the two of them. Now, having said all of that about signals of confidence and unity, I don't necessarily think this will completely quieten some of those Tory backbenchers who were concerned about the cost of living with tax rises and with energy bills going up. And I think certainly they will be piling the pressure on both the Prime Minister and the Chancellor in the coming weeks to make sure that any package of support they are expected to announce to try and help people with the cost of living does go far enough.
It's always good to have the phrase a bit of a wobbly in political analysis. Thank you, Ione.
And another use of the phrase imminent as well.
Oh yes, the most elastic word.